Hello friends, welcome to the channel IT Simplified. In today's session, we'll discuss app modernization and the steps involved when it comes to moving your legacy application to Azure App Service. So let's get started. For this demonstration, I'm going to use the application which is running on an IIS server on-prem. And the idea is that once everything done, it should be moved to Azure App Service. So it's a very basic application that I'm going to try to move to Azure App Services here. Now the migration path will depend upon your case scenario. Now you can do straight lift and shift. You can move that to a containerized application, or you can move this to, like me in this case, Azure App Service. So path will definitely depend upon what situation you are in. But let's look at the steps involved. Now what I've done is I've already downloaded an Azure App Service Migration Assistant tool. You can Google search this and you can download that on your machine. So let's go and open this up. And it finds the default website. That's the site that I have on this machine. And I will allow logging telemetry anonymously to improve our tool. That's okay with me, just for testing purpose. And you see it automatically searches for any error or warning. So it's still assessing your site. So let me just give it a minute. So all the checks run and I don't see any error or any warning. So these are all the successful steps that were followed. So what I can do is now I can move to the next step, and let's go and hit next button. Okay, I'm just going to copy this device code. This is for the security purpose. So just copy this and I'm going to open a new browser and paste this code. This is to make sure that only the authorized person. So this is the login address of my Azure portal. So let me provide my credentials here. Continue. This stage I'm going to close this window. And if you want, you can give the Azure Migrate project. Basically, Azure Migrate project is the Azure Migrate service, but in this case for now, I can skip this. And this is the portal information that I have. So this is basically the subscription for which it was asking for me for the credentials. Now, if you already have a resource group, you can use the existing one or you can create from scratch. Now, in my case, I think I already have a resource group which I'm going to use. And I think it's with the name migrate RG. So let's pick that. Of the destination site name, I'm going to give IT Simplified. Right, and the app service plan, I don't have any app service plan, so I'm going to create a new, and you can pick your region. So I want to deploy this in Canada Central. Right, and if you have any database with your app service, you can always set up a hybrid connection. If you have a multi-tier application, for example, you're just moving the web front only, then you need to set up a hybrid connection. In my case, just a static website, so I'm going to skip the database setup. But if you want, you can also use a migration assistant for moving your databases maybe to an Azure database as a service. So let's go and skip this step right now, and I'm going to click on the migrate button. So it is creating the site resources. We are on step 1 of 3. Now just want to point out now this is just for the testing purpose. Now if you are in the production environment, you might face a downtime in case you are trying to move maybe your on-prem application, because your traffic is still routed to the DNS that is there, all the live traffic. But if you want to prevent that and you don't want to have any downtime, you can have a binding of your DNS, and in that way it will prevent your users to face any error. That you should definitely do in case you're doing or moving any production website. But because this is just for the testing purpose, it is okay with me. So I can just go to my website, And you can see that this website is in running condition, right? It has been moved to an Azure App Service and App Service plan has been associated. And this is my URL. Now, if I go and open this, here we go. I have this my app service which was running on-prem. It has been now moved to Azure App Service, and all the benefits which are associated with this, such as load balancing, flexibility of adding more nodes, right? Automatic backups, all those things we get that. Hopefully this was helpful. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.